Hi everyone, welcome back to another gameplay of BTT6. So I'm gonna continue with the expert maps, but I will not do workshop, but I'm gonna do Dark Castle. For the very simple reason that in the last week, with all my university, exams and studies and all that stuff, I haven't really had a lot of free time available, and this map is quite hard, and I haven't been able to try the strategies and try to try enough times to complete it, and so I'm stuck. I can't. I've tried in the past days whenever I had some free time. I've tried, but I just haven't been able to do it half cash. Of course, without using continues or powers. And so I'm gonna just leave this new map aside for now, and I'm gonna just do Dark Castle. That is a lot easier. So I'm gonna use a Monkey Knowledge, and let's go with Halfkish. I'm gonna go with Obin, but I think that a lot of heroes can work here because this map, as I said, is a lot easier compared to the other four. And here, because there is the possibility of placing a sub, and because there is water, I'm gonna go with a sub, that monkey start. So the free that monkey from Monkey Knowledge and the sub, and in that way I should be able to pop most of the Bloons. Probably just some Bloons here in round 4 are gonna be able to, just pop them with the Rospix. Other than that, it should be easy. So why this map is easier, a lot easier compared to the other expert maps? Well, for the very simple reason that all the 4 initial paths are gonna converge, and it's gonna be just one path. So like normally placing towers where all the paths converge, and so you can attack multiple Bloons at once, is just the best to do. And here I just waited to have enough cash to place Obin, and boom, here we go. Now I figured out a bug that it's happening on at least on the Steam version of BTD6. Like if you place Obin and you don't place any other tower after Obin, you will not see the brambles and the positioning on the bottom left corner. So normally down here you should have brambles and all the stuff available, but you don't. And you can see that here I have brambles. So if I open the champion screen and I click on the brambles, Obin will place brambles, but I don't have them in the bottom left corner. So I don't really know why this happens, and only when Obin hits level 4 or when you place a tower after Obin, that's when you're gonna have again brambles here, the button and brambles available. So yeah, that's quite weird, and it's something I figured out just by playing. I think right now I'm playing on the 12.2 patch, so the game had another minor update. I think we're just bug fixes, especially to co-op and stuff like that. So right here what I'm doing is I'm just leveling up the sub. So 002 first, then 202, and then 440, getting some subs I think can be getting 2 subs. I think it's just best than getting, I don't know, 1 or 2 towers, but they have a smaller range. And yeah, so that's sub 002. As well, another thing about brambles and the RNG of Obin is that I've seen that 99% of times Obin will place brambles on either the top path, so for example right here, or in when already the paths have converged, and so there is just one path. So very few amount of times, like almost never, Obin will place brambles like in the bottom path, just in the bottom path. So for example, a bramble place right there or here. So it's very unlikely that Obin will do so. It's gonna place brambles in this top path or in the middle. Oops, I didn't want to do that. And so yeah, for round 40, because the first bloon always comes out from the top side, that means that the Moab is gonna come from the top side. And so it's very likely that you will never be unlucky with RNG, and you always gonna have brambles in the top side to damage the Moab, especially like thinking about RNG in round 40. So yeah, that works. And right here I'm gonna again like use brambles to pop camo bloons in round 3. Now if you don't want to risk like maybe you're gonna be unlucky and you're gonna have brambles placed in the top side, if you don't want to risk, you can do a pretty simple thing. You can just place a ninja like I'm gonna do as well. And yeah, the ninja can definitely help you because it's gonna give camo detection to the subs. Yeah, that works. So in that case, for example, placing the ninja to pop these camo green bloons, and that's it. So 2 subs should be enough for round 40. Now another thing that I recommend to do is, instead of like getting an alchemist, it's better to just get the subs 203. So you get more attack speed, and it's a lot more valuable getting more attack speed than getting like an alchemist. Another thing, always remember at the very beginning of round 39, place brambles. If you're lucky enough, you're gonna have brambles placed in the back, and so you're gonna have 1 extra set of brambles for round 40. So you can see that right now, round 40, see the Moab is coming out, and I have 2 brambles. So yeah, that can help you at popping all the bloons. Now you should be able to pop all the bloons already, but yeah, it's just in case. 1 set of brambles should be enough regardless, so don't worry if you don't get brambles correctly in round 39. And now I'm gonna place the alchemist. So of course a 3-0 and then 4-0, so I'm gonna get the alchemist 4-0-0 right off. Having 2 subs, I'm not really worried about camo bloons right now, because even if the ninja range is not really that large, it's enough to give the time for the subs to pop the bloons. Now another thing about this map is that the very first portion, so where the trees like where the bloons are spawning, it's like something that you can remove for cash, and it's gonna just allow you to attack through. So if I like place a sniper, you can see that this left side is all red, and that's because of the obstacle. If you spend the cash here, you can spend the cash like 4 times to remove the trees for each path, and so you're gonna free this portion of the map, so you can attack the bloons even there. And yeah, that's just another thing. So after getting the alchemist 4-0-0, my next step is getting a boomerang right here behind the ninja first. So just getting the spot, and then getting a village right here. So pretty much just to cover both Obin and the subs in the back. Now the boomerang is quite important for round 63. So to be able to pop the ceramic rushes, and with a tower that will be useful not only for round 63 but in general. And yeah, that works. So boomerang 402 next, then probably alchemist 402, so that I can start buffing as well with the brew the boomerang more often. And then village 300. You don't really need the village with camo detection because you have both wallow trees to pop the camo lat bloons around 59, and because you have the alchemist that is gonna give the mexodip to both subs, and because the subs will be able to attack camo bloons in range of the ninja, it should be enough. So the camo lat bloons that you will not pop with the subs, you will destroy them with the wallow trees. So it should be enough. So as I said here, alchemist 402. Next is the primary training village, quite important to make this boomerang even stronger. And then next, as well, preparing for round 63, and not only for that round but in general to add some extra damage, is just getting a bomb right here. So whenever I have some free room right here, so you can see here, okay, so I'm popping. Okay, now I started to pop the last camo lat bloons with the subs, but yeah, that works. These wallow trees should hold until round 63, and then in case it's gonna explode or something, I can just replace it. So yeah, it's pretty much it. It's quite simple, the strategy on this map. So here, just placing brambles and then getting ready to oh wow, actually pop all the bloons there without even the help of the wall trees. And okay, still standing. Okay, nice. More brambles, and okay, well, it's still standing. I'm gonna refresh it anyway, but yeah, very nice. Next is the bomb 204 for around yeah, should be for around 65. All right. So now a lot of area damage with the recursive cluster as well. No threat. Now at this stage of the game, because I don't remember exactly when and how many camo bloons are gonna come out in the next rounds, I would never wanna like screw up, because you know, the ninja and the subs are not enough to pop all the camo bloons, and so I normally just get the village 320. So in that way, like Obin can attack camo bloons, the bomb and the boomerang can attack them. So yeah. Here we go. And last thing I normally do is I just get some more presses for the very last rounds to be able to knock the mob class bloons backwards, and in that way giving more time for my towers to pop the bloons, and that's it. So it's quite simple, pretty simple strategy, nothing really too hard or too difficult. So just placing the boomerang there in the range of the village. And of course, mob presses, I think they have been buffed in the 12.0 patch, if I remember correctly. Now the mob press will cross path. That means that if you get more attack speed, it's gonna proc more often, and that's super good. So now more presses are even stronger than before. So that's 1, of course, 0 to 4. And yeah, I'm gonna just get another one up here. Yeah, like the closer I can to the other one. All right, strong, of course. And that's pretty much it. So you can see that this map, even if it's like an expert map, it's quite easy. I mean, compared to the other expert maps, is quite easy. Yeah. No worries. Okay, so that's the second mob press. And now with the last rounds, you can do two things. Like you can try to spend some cash to free some vision on the first portion of the map, so you can attack the balloons more efficiently. I'm gonna do so especially for the top side, just because from here, like the Oh My God is gonna come from the top side, and like the mob presses are closer to the top side, so that's why normally I prefer doing it for the top side. But then that's it. Like even if you want, you can do it for the other paths. And here just waiting to get one of the two subs 204, just to do some more damage to the Oh My God next round. The boomerangs are the towers right now that have the largest range, because they're attacking in range of the other towers. So yeah. Yeah, mob presses, you can see now how many knockbacks you get when you combine the extra attack speed with the mob press effect, with the knockback effect. Yeah, super efficient. And that's it. So you can see, guys, pretty simple. So I hope you enjoyed, and see ya. Bye bye.